الحمد لله إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون وقال الله تعالى أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يسبح لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض الملك القدوس العزيز الحكيم هو الذي بعث في الأميين رسولا منهم يتلو عليهم آياته ويزكيهم ويعلمهم الكتاب والحكمة وإن كانوا من قبل لفي ضلال مبين وآخرين منهم لما يلحقوا بهم وهو العزيز الحكيم صدق الله العظيم. I have recited one from Khutba of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which he used to recite to emphasize the taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We were discussing last time the purification program which Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam he performed for the purification of his companions. If we summarize the deen of Islam into a few words, we can say that this is the deen of purification. Purification of the ideas, purification of the body, purification of the things which we use. That's why Rasulullah, there is a very famous hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is sometimes understood and sometimes misunderstood, that at-tahuru shatrul iman, that the purification is the condition of Iman. Not only Islam, but Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned Iman. So this is precisely explaining what the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. Last time I mentioned that we start with purification of the ideas. The purification of ideas is the tawheed of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that you only worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, believe on Him and make tawakkul on Him. And every Muslim tries to make tawakkul on Him. Regarding the purification of what? Usually I was very much emphasized how Islam emphasized about the purification. When you start, for example, from your home in the morning, you take care that your clothes are not dirty, because I have to pray at the noon time or afternoon time, and if the clothes are dirty, I cannot pray. My body should be clean, and because I have to pray that, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes the people who, inna Allah yuhibbul mutatahhirin, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes the people who make their body and ruh purified. Most important thing is that you make your ruh purified. And there is one ayah which was revealed very early, that قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا, that the person who purified his ruh, over here particularly it is about the ruh, then he is the only successful person. And قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا, and the person who buried his ruh in the soil, then he is loser. So this is very categorically said by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Purification of the ruh, which we mentioned this year when the Ramadan came. Ramadan has very comprehensive purification of the ruh program, which we follow that. And when this ruh is purified, then it reaches Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when you purify, you ask. That's why I mentioned that ayah, that at the end of Ramadan, mu'mineen are the people who have developed their ruh. They will ask, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ. The most important thing which is the aim of a mu'min is closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? because when he will stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will judge him according to the ruler of the closeness to his deen, closeness to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and closeness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is a program which Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam followed. He taught his companions that you have to keep your body purified clean, you have to keep your clothes purified clean, you have to keep your ruh, your ideas clean. And I was very much surprised that one ayah of Quran in Surah Bani Israel or Surah Isra says that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will also ask about what you are thinking at your heart. Although at some places Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned that what you are thinking or the ideas come to your heart, if you don't have on control that, there is no sin for that. But if you keep on developing that, and it appears in some kind of action, then that is very dangerous, because the shaitan, he incites these ideas which are in the heart. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that in the sama wal basara wal fuada ulaika kana anhu mas'ula, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask about your action of your eyes, your action of your ear, and your action of your heart. So that's why many of the scholars in Islam, which are called Sufiya or Ahl al-Tasawwuf, they emphasize too much on the purification of the heart. They say to the ordinary people that you are praying and that your heart is not clean. It doesn't mean they are right, but it doesn't mean that you leave Salat and then you start purifying your heart in an abnormal way and then come to the Salat. No, not like that. You must continue your Salat, and only that you purify your ideas. Whenever a person is standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he should stand with the purification of heart, purification of the niyyah. And niyyah should be only for that I am standing in Almighty, who is who can do anything, and who is my creator. I am standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I have a request to him that he give me guidance. And that's why the Surah Fatiha is repeated many times. Some other people, they say that this is the same thing which is repeated many times. No, this is a great dua, and it is repeated many times. Even if it is repeated 1,000 times, it is for the benefit of a person. He is repeating again and again that, oh Allah, give me hidayah. Why it is important? Because this is not a one-step process. This is a millions of steps of process. As Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam explained that there is only one straight path, and he drew that path in the sand, and then he drew many paths to the right and the left. So it means that there are many steps, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that this is only one straight path, and all other lines and all other paths are distracting. Actually, those are the temptations and distractions from the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And at any distraction or temptation, there are shayateen. They are inviting the people that do this bad thing. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is at the end of that Sirat al-Mustaqim, and that's why we keep on repeating in the Salat that Allah give us the hidayah and lead us on the straight path, so we are not trapped into distractions and temptations. And this is our dua which we repeat. This purifies our ideology. So I will not go on explaining this, but the take-home lesson is that Islam is the deen of purification. Usually when the hadith is recited that at-tahuru shatrul iman, that many of the people, they apparently think that this is just the cleaning of the clothes, cleaning of the body, washing your face and taking a shower in the morning. That's right, that is necessary, because Islam is very critical and very sensitive about the purity. For example, if you made a wuzu, took a shower, you have very nice, clean and white clothes, then you are perfectly clean, you can pray now. But if you sleep, for example, a few minutes, 5 minutes, you did not get any of the dirt, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that now you have to make wudu again because you slept, you were ghafil from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's why you have to do this. So sensitive is the deen of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that even your attention is completely shut off from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. During the sleep, you have to do the wudu again. This is many of the Sunni people say that when you sleep, then you have to do the wudu. Although there is absolutely not a single particle of dust which came to you. It is only that your heart was not attached to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah is saying that all the Muslims, even if they are doing some of the things, for the purification of their iman, their heart, they should be remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You are doing, for example, a procedure with your hands, but your heart is free. Don't think bad things or any other things except that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is my creator. I make zikr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And even if my tongue is not, that is moving, even then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in my heart. So I stop over here and I will emphasize that we try to follow the program which Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam followed for the purification of his heart, purification of his companion's heart, and for the purification of the society. This is very important. It is mentioned the second part in the Quran. Yatlu alayhim ayatihi wa yuzakkihim. And he created an exceptional society, the most purified people in the history of mankind. Their hearts were purified, their body was purified. They were always keeping their ideas purified because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has taught them this, and that society was the most successful. That's why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that the most pious people are those whom I have trained, then those people whom these people will train. And I make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He give us the tawfiq and He give us this courage that we purify ourselves and take this purification program to the other people. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم.